And hello! So, last we left off, we found where the airliner was, and General Morgan came after we had already beat up Kyle, and the Sky Bandits had already escaped, and General Morgan was like, I knew you were behind all this! And then, we got thrown in jail, and then the mayor was like, by the way, you know those are Cassius's kids, right? And he's like, oh shit. And then he lets us out, and then we came back here. So yeah. We were criminals. Oh man. So, we've come back here, we reported to the guild, we picked up another quest here, the stolen ring. Turns out someone's ring was stolen, and they want it back. That's gonna be part of our next quest that's coming up. I don't think we get the quest from here. Yeah, okay. So I think we need to, I don't even know, does it say? Oh, it doesn't say. Okay. I think we go South Block, because the ring was stolen, the person is in South Block, so we'll go talk to them. I can't believe these Sky Bandits managed to circumvent our search and just walk right into town and burglarize a bunch of places. We were really outdone this time. I mean, you know... Oh, actually... Can I... That's right, I have not geared Oliver yet. Right. I still can't open the slot for Joshua. Okay, well, on one hand, I need to gear up Oliver. So, let's do that, shall we? Oliver is gonna be my spellcaster. What do you sell? Alright, so I need cast 1, obviously. Do I have extra EP cut? Wait. Oh my god. I do not. Okay, so let's get an EP cut. No, not that. That. Thank you. He doesn't sell... Oh no, he does. It's right here. Mind 1. Mind is blue. Huh. Interesting. So in later games, this one is actually Mirage. It's silver. So here it's blue. That's interesting. Okay. Wow. I totally didn't realize that. Okay, so EP1. Yeah, that's fine. Give him EP cut. Give him cast. Give him mind. Alright, and then Chaos Brand? What does Chaos Brand do? Was it this one? Oh, it's a support skill. Oh. Wait, is there, like... Oh, wait, what? There's no Mirage, spells? Oh! Like, the only Mirage spells that are here is Saint and Chaos Brand. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Actually. So wait, what is his element's value? So he's got 3 he's got 3 in time, 3 in Mirage, 3 in space. And then 1 in water. So let's see. 3, 3, 3. I don't think I can get enough time to give him White Gehenna, which would be nice. Wait, there's also no, there's no space magic either. What? I don't remember this being a thing. I thought... Wow, I've totally forgotten. Okay. Well, I mean... So, I don't really have enough to give him... much in... time? Yeah, time magic. Like, I can give him another 3 elements in time, which would give him, like, Shadow Spear. Yeah, it would just give me, like, Shadow Spear and probably Hellgate. I can't give him White Gehenna at the moment, and I can't give him Clock Up EX or Anti-Sept all. But Shadow Spear and Hellgate would probably be pretty useful, I think. Wow. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll go with Blind. Unless there's, like, some other reason to go with, like... There's no reason to go with Earth, because I have Earth on, I have a Stealth Wit set up for Earth. I don't have enough fire to actually do anything with fire. And I don't really have enough water to do anything with water. Yeah, I think that's what I'm just gonna give him, whatchamacallit. I'm just gonna give him Blind. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's a thing. Actually, wait. Oh no, I can't because she's... Right. She's limited in her slots. Okay. Well, got that. Damn it! My shop got ripped off by a bunch of thieving criminals! And they took off whatever last one of my pricey goods, too! Why did this have to happen to me at a time when there are hardly any goods around to begin with? You know, he has a point. Alright, seems like everybody's been stolen from. Like, somebody's been stealing stuff. Are you the braces we heard about? Since the mayor has asked you to look into things, I have no choice but to allow it. Just don't get in the way of the army's investigation. Oh, okay. What a jerk! Oh. Okay. My factory! My factory and all my goods! They're gone! I've got to report this to either the army or the Bracer Guild ASAP! Now, hold on just a minute. If either one of these groups saw what was written in that stolen ledger... Yikes! I'd be in a world of hurt! I mean... It seems that a group of sky bandits in the old mine consisted of 2 females and a male. Rumor has it that they've even got children in the mix. What, those people... what? Those people weren't sky bandits? Bruh. That's just rude. He's talking about us. That was rude. We did nothing wrong. We weren't sky bandits. We were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. That guy is rude. I don't appreciate that. Now we've got burglars running amok in the city. I swear, what's happened to Bose? I'm just glad they left the house alone, though. I'm baffled as to why. They certainly didn't do their homework in this city. I mean... okay, lady. Fortunately, this house was untouched in the burglaries. But it's at times like this that it makes you feel uneasy when there's no man at home. I'm just glad that Mirano brought Simon over to watch the house. I was shocked when I heard about the south block being hit by burglars. Mirano's mother here was alone, you see. They decided to leave the poor old lady alone. I'm trying to ask a few questions here. Would you mind getting out of the way? Move!
Fuck you, alright?
Not trying to be rude, but this is official investigation. Move it along.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you!
Alright, who's left to talk to? Oh, there's another guard. General Morgan may be stubborn, but he's running the show, and he's a very capable leader. I wouldn't expect any less from the man who defeated the Imperial Army in the war a decade ago. But what gets me is why he's having so much trouble this time around. Maybe he's not as good as you think he is. Oh, did you ever think of that? Aw, shit, dude. Are you braces here to ask a few questions yourselves? This is a mess for the both of us, I tell you. Hey, someone who's actually bracer friendly. We'll be done with our questioning soon enough. So, how about being... oh, whoops. I thought that was her talking. That's actually him talking. Whoops. We'll be done with our questioning soon enough, so how about being good and sitting tight? Never mind. Never mind. There's a book here! I can't get to it. I mean, I think that's everybody in the vicinity. I'm pretty sure I just talked to everyone, so... Who? Who else? I talked to every guard. I've talked to these guys. I've talked to the... what you call it? I talked to this guy here. I've talked to both people in the Orbital Factory. Oh, I didn't go upstairs. Whoops.
Hey, this one turned out really cute. Mal, is this how you wanted this one?
Yeah, sure. Something like that. However, we really got screwed, you know. Good afternoon. Are you working on another story?
Looks like you two are on the trail of a scoop again.
Hey, it's you kids.
Huh, Estelle and Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see that they let you out of the clinker.
Clinker? Yeah, I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army up at the old mine. You certainly had me worried.
Why are you acting like that? Like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village.
Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourselves?
Yeah, we did yesterday. But it was after you all had already been hauled off.
We could have had a really great shot of your arrest had we been there. It really guts me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. It would have been a bad shot! We weren't really, guilty of anything. We were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Although, if you were to headline it, Army makes terrible decision. See page whatever. Then it's okay.
I swear, you people in the news business.
But anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits.
Sure looks that way to me. It seems that the army is sniffing around for clues too. But to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore.
I see. That does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered town?
According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate.
Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and Bose Market are right through the west gate. And it seems like attacking those two places would be far more lucrative.
When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway?
Ha! I'm glad you asked. I'm Oliver Lenheim, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard the rumors about me, right?
Oh, right! You're that guy who drank wine without paying at that classy restaurant. It takes guts to stiff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir.
You're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask.
Wow, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap.
These two are very much alike.
I'm not even gonna ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you. That would be for the best.
Yeah, please don't. Alright, so it looks like the Sky Bandits pretty much made off with everything, and they left through the west. God damn it!
Hey, you there!
What? Is something wrong?
I thought I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you are representing the mayor, at the end of the day, you are all still civilians. We cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Your advice seems rather more like a threat.
I'm just saying you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we cleared out of here.
Bro, I will fuck you up. Yo, I hate these guards. Bro, General Morgan's little army here, his little shindig, his little bracer hating army, bro. Let me at him. Let me at him.
If we get any more trouble out of you, then I'm gonna have to give you a personal invitation to jail.
Bro, oh my god. Oh my god. We'll just have the mayor come back and have her get rid of y'all. I don't know what to say. Let me at him. Holy, oh my god.
Forget about it, Estelle. There's no arguing with these gentlemen. Huh. For an ass in a lion's skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier.
He said for an ass in a lion's skin. Good shit.
What did you just say?
May I ask what's going on here? I'm assuming that's Morgan. Oh no, never mind, it's Richard. I thought that was General Morgan.
Colonel!
For a soldier in prestigious royal army to be threatening our good citizens, that is an outright embarrassment to us all.
But these aren't just civilians, sir. They're members of the Bracer Guild.
Oh, is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies?
But as far as the general is concerned...
Ah yes, that side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here. So please, take your men and clear out.
But, sir!
Your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over with the General later. Is there anything else you wish me to address?
No, sir! Alright, men, pack it up! We're returning to the Hakim Gate!
It looks like that's that. It seems that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please, allow me to apologize.
I appreciate the gesture, but we made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well. So how about we let bygones be bygones?
That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us each the ability to make up for the other's shortcomings. I'm looking forward to any progress you make with the recent series of events.
Thank you! We'll do what we can!
He seems like a decent guy.
Yeah, I wonder who he is. Colonel, it's almost the appointed time. Oh, already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. Oh, but before I do, looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Alan Richard, a colonel in the Royal Army. If there's anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me.
Colonel Richard. I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before.
Well, I don't know if you have, but I know I have. But that's also because I played the other games. So... Niall was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's Intelligence Division.
Alright! Wow, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others.
Probably in his mid-30s, and he's not hard on the eyes either.
Oh god, Shara. Shara's like,
he looks good. I wonder, maybe I should set my eyes on that guy. He seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the army. Hey, you guys!
I can't stand when they sit there and they're like, oh man, man in the man on the side or man in the building, man whatever. Like, just tell me who it is so I can do the proper voice. Fuck.
Who was that you were just talking to in the black uniform? I could swear I've seen him somewhere before.
Are you trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier.
Ooh, what? You're not pulling my leg, are you?
As fun as that would be. No!
He said so himself. I'm fairly confident he is who he says he is.
To think that the legend himself would show up here. We can't wait around here like this any longer. Dorothy, let's see if we can catch up to him.
Aye aye, sir! Although, I'm really not sure why we're chasing after anyone. Did you see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's gonna do an interview or something.
Anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel would oblige him.
What's the matter with you, Oliver? You look serious. And I gotta say, I find it creepy coming from you.
I was just thinking about the colonel. I'll be the first to admit that he's quite the specimen of a man. But
what?
I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him try just a little harder. It's no fun without a romantic rival.
You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua?
I'll regret it for the rest of my life.
Alright, let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our own investigation?
Honestly, I think Oliver's seriousness there for a second indicates something else. but he's just. I think the thing with him is that, for starters, Allah doesn't know this group very well yet, and I think he's trying to not alert them just yet to what he's sensing, because he's kind of insightful sometimes. He's normally a little ahead of the curve, but I think he's just like, you know what, we'll wait and see and find out. But yeah, I think he just ended up deciding to not tell them what he was actually thinking.
Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our own investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier.
Good idea.
I think it was just like the people that were over here. By the goddess! First an airliner goes missing, and now we got a bunch of burglaries? I wonder what'll be next. The Cecilia resuming flights is about the only good thing happening. Although, as long as the international lines with the Empire don't reopen, we merchants can't reopen our businesses. I got a real surprise last night. When I went to open the window and let in some fresh air, there was some masked man staring right in at me. And he wasn't alone either. There were a bunch of others with him. There were some burglaries around here yesterday. It seems like my mom saw the culprits too. The army was asking about it until just a little while ago. It was them and... I think her. Oh dear me! Weren't you the braces who came to ask questions not that long ago?
Alright, we did come before.
I'm really sorry I couldn't talk to you then. So what you came to ask about is what happened last night, right? Yeah, that's right. Is this a good time for you? Yes, this is as good a time as any. It was middle of the night, you see, when I heard a noise coming from outside. And I, of course, thought it was my husband coming home at such a late hour, so I opened the door and started yelling. But it turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the Orbo factory across the road. I thought my heart was plumb. Gonna stop right then and there. Wait, she thought her heart was plumb. What the plum? What? Okay, such a weird expression. Although it turned out the burglars were rather surprised and ran away to the north.
I see. So it was the Sky Bandits, huh?
So what you're saying is that this house didn't incur any loss of any kind. Yeah, thanks to the mercy of the goddess.
Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband coming home late mean that he went to the bar?
If it was only that would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's obsessed with this. Cecile raised her hand in a casting motion.
Huh?
Oh, I get it. You mean fishing, right?
Ugh, the bane of my existence. For those who don't know, which, I mean, that's probably a lot of you, I don't like fishing minigames in JRPGs. Mostly because, like, they're in so many of them. It's not that I don't like fishing minigames in general, it's just more like, they're in, like, almost every JRPG now, that it's... I'm just like, it's annoying. I want to see other mini games. I want more than just fishing. I don't want fishing anymore. Give me something else, please. Be different, you know? Like, they're everywhere. I just want something different. That's all. I know the Trails games. They're in pretty much every Trails game except for, like, I think 2. Which, this one being more like, there's like a scene, I think it is, and it's not really like a full-on minigame. And then it's like, the latest Trails game doesn't have fishing. I think these are the only 2 games that don't have fishing minigames out of the whole Trails series. But otherwise, the rest of the Trails series has fishing minigames. Although I will say, Trails into Reverie, the fishing minigame is kind of not needed. Like, you don't need to do it. Whereas, like, the rest of the series, the fishing minigame is, like, you actually get something out of it. Like, you'll get, like, quartz or, like, some sort of, like, accessory or whatever. You always, like, throughout the series, from the I'm pretty sure from the Trails in the Sky 2 all the way up to Trails of Cold Steel 4, fishing is beneficial for you as the player because you get like an accessory or quartz or something out of it. Trails into Reverie, you don't really get anything out of fishing. And Trails into the Sky 1 and Trails through Daybreak don't really have fishing. But that's as far as my memory goes. I think fishing in Trails in the Sky 1 was literally just like a little scene and that was it. But yeah. Personally, it's just one of those things. I want to see something other than fishing, and a lot of games have fishing. Like Breath of Fire has fishing. I'm trying to I can't even think of like names of games off the top of my head at the moment. But like, you know, there's a lot of games that just have fishing, and I'm just like, can we? The new Star Ocean remake, they added fishing to it. Like, why? It didn't need it. It was so unnecessary. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop complaining about it because people are gonna be like, "Well, you hate fishing. How could you hate fishing?" All right.
I see now.
That's right. He loves fishing more than life itself. Yesterday, he said something about catching some smelt and took off to the lake in the south. And on top of that, he still hasn't come back. Huh? So, what you're saying is, he doesn't know anything about the incident? That's exactly what I'm saying. And when that good-for-nothing husband of mine gets home, he's going to get what for, let me tell you.
Hi, honey, I'm home! Phew, what a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning, but I have nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? Do we have guests?
You senile old man!
My goodness, woman, what kind of fiery tempest has gotten into you? Don't you know it's rude to act like that in front of our guests?
If anyone's being rude, that would be you! I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can just take off to do what he likes at a time like this!
Huh? What do you mean by at a time like this?
Maybe I should explain.
Burglaries by Sky Bandits? You don't say. Now that is terrible. But to think that they hightailed it out of here after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. Because they got to experience this Cecile effect firsthand.
What did you say? Let's all calm down now, shall we?
But to think that these Sky Bandits came in the night like they did, and then just disappeared like that. I wonder if it has anything to do with that thing he was talking about the other day.
He? What do you mean?
Alright, you don't know him. He's my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down at the lake shore to the south of here. If I remember right, he said something about seeing a strange bunch near the place the other night.
A strange bunch?
Now this sounds really interesting. Can you tell us a little more about what you've heard? Sure, I don't mind, but I'm just gonna tell you up front that this is all hearsay. From what I heard, he just happened to see them by chance as he was out fishing during the night. he saw them leave by way of the inn's front door, and then out onto the road. However, when he asked around at the inn in the morning, it turned out that no one like that had stayed there the night before.
Yeah, that is rather odd. So was there any type of burglary at the inn?
No, nothing of the sort at all. In fact, it's quiet there. The meals are great, and it's, well, a place I'd recommend to anyone. But best of all, it's a prime fishing spot! Though there weren't any definitive clues related to the incident, we did manage to hear a few interesting bits. I concur. I especially like the one that described all the delicious food at the inn.
That's not what we're talking about here. Although, I did find the fishing part to be rather interesting. Unfortunately, if there's nothing going on there, then I guess it wouldn't be worth investigating.
Actually, I think it's quite the opposite. If someone had been careless and caused a problem, the army would have thoroughly investigated it. Conversely, the possibility of the Sky Bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high.
Oh, well, I guess that's one way to think about it.
And in light of the series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army, or the Sky Bandits are really a clever bunch of thieves. It'll be extremely difficult to corner them only by investigating the incidents which have occurred.
Ugh.
We'll need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements.
I see. So what you're saying is that we should take an offensive stance rather than a defensive one.
Then how about we get going? Off to the beautiful Valeria...
Valeria? Whatever.
Extolled in many a rhyme as the Pearl of Liberl.
That's kind of catchy. The Pearl of Liberl. Okay, we do need to go there. But before we do, I think there's someone else we need to talk to in order to get the Carnelia chapter 4. I just forget which NPC it is. I forget where it is. Is it him? No. Is it back here? I feel like it's this guy over here. It's not that guy. What about you? Ah, here we go. There we go. Cornelia chapter 4. Alright, so we got that. We got what we needed from here. Let's go. Oh, actually, you know, I didn't even touch on this. So I've said before how, like, Oliver is, like, really good for arts. Like, you can see his arts attack, ATS, is at 61, right? Shara's is at 51, Joshua's at 51, and Estelle's at 46. Now, granted, I did give him Mind 1, so his arts attack does go up by, like, 5%. So, like, let's say I remove that, right? Now his arts attack is 59. So, like, you compare him to, like, everybody else, you can see that his arts attack is higher than everybody else right now. That does exponentially go up as time goes on. So he is more so a magic attacker than he is a physical. Yeah, as you can see, his strength is 84, Shara's is 86, Joshua's is 98, and Estelle's is 86. So you can see, like, he's really lacking, well, not really lacking, but he's kind of lacking in, like, the strength department. But he's really good in the arts attack department. So that'll be really helpful in terms of, like, magic damage. We can, his magic damage will be something we can rely on. Granted, I don't really have much in the way of arts attack for him, so that's a different story on its own. But that's something that we, like, if the longer he's with us, the better his magic will be. Also, he has more EP than the rest of the crew, as you can see. 330. Like, goddamn. Do 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 do. Actually, what crafts does he have? I forget. Oh, he has Quick Draw and Howling Bullet. Okay. Soul Blur. $231. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, anyway, let's make our way to... You know... let's make our way to... Gets attacked. Do 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 do. I'm glad these guys don't explode. No explodies!
Enjoy the show.
Do 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 do. As for the other mission, now normally, as you guys have seen, normally the missions that we get from the Bracer Guild, I try to do those first. This mission is actually part of the story mission. Like, we're gonna find it, we're gonna find the item that we're looking for in the story. So it's we're killing two birds with one stone here. Actually, Soul Blur. And Joshua's confused, which doesn't really help us. I mean, at least the enemy is like delaying Joshua for us, so like he doesn't hurt us. Oh, although now Joshua is no longer confused. Well, I mean, it kind of worked in our favor, I guess. Oh wait, were these the enemies that like I actually can't hit physically? God dang it, I forgot. I'm sitting there trying to normal attack them. It's like, oh, wait a second. These are the guys I can't actually do that to.
So, this is the north shore of Valeria Lake. It certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here.
The inn doesn't look too shabby either.
I stayed here once before when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great, the rooms are nice, pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this.
Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip.
You mean it's not? I at least intended to toss my cares to the wind for a while. Taking catnaps in a rocking boat by day, and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven! This is what a vacation is all about.
Ugh.
Come on, everyone, I was just joking. We can enjoy a vacation anytime, but now is the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Oliver Lenheim, know enough to get my priorities straight.
I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not.
Well, whatever. As long as he does his share of the work he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing.
The guest who said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right?
Yep, that's him.
Alright, okay. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Please, let me know if you would like to stay. Oh, okay, well. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Are you all here to stay?
Let's see. Yes and no. How should I put it?
We're here looking for a certain someone. Is there a guest staying here who loves to fish? Well, pretty much everybody who stays here loves to fish.
We heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. Do you have a clue who that might be?
Oh, are you talking about old man Kawano? If you're talking about his fishing buddy, then I think you must mean Lloyd.
Lloyd?
I've heard he's a professional angler, who came all the way here from the Royal City. It seems as though he's a member of the Fisherman's Guild there.
He sounds like a pretty amazing guy. Do you know where we might be able to find him?
He's out dropping a line somewhere, of course. If I remember right, he should be out on the back pier. Okay, okay, I did those already. Nice. Ah! I could have sworn that I would get like a fishing rod from her. Alright, well, let's go find the dude. Where is he? Wait, I thought he was out here. What? Didn't he just say... Am I crazy? Oh, over here.
Excuse me. Are you the man named Lloyd who's from the Royal City?
Wow, he's really focused. He tuned everything out of his mind but fishing.
It looks like this is where my skills come into play.
Who do you...
Just sit back and enjoy.
Oliver leaned over and with a smile that left all kinds of things up to interpretation, blew into the man's ear. Oh my goodness! What in the...
Who are you kids? And where did you come from?
That was a dirty trick to play on him, Oliver.
Yeah, that was pretty low. How do you do this evening, good sir? We tried calling out to you but a moment ago, but we could see that, like a true professional, your attention was fixed upon your task.
You're Lloyd, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. But how did you know my name? We heard from a certain old man about you. Do you have some time you could spare to speak with us? I see. So you heard from Mr. Kawano, did you? Yeah, I saw that strange pair about 2 nights ago.
I knew it! Can we get you to fill us in a little more details on... Can we get you to fill us in a little more on the details?
Before that, are you all braces or something? Is this somehow related to some sort of crime?
We can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility.
Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. It was the other night when I was out fishing on my boat.
Wait, why does he need to confirm whether it was related to a crime or not? You just couldn't, like, why does that change, like, the information he's gonna give us? Like, bruh! What, you just gonna shoo us away if we told you that it wasn't related to a crime? Bruh.
I was returning to the inn dead tired after a day of battling it out with this lake's guardian. It had gotten late into the night, and it was about time when everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds. Now hold on a minute, what do you mean by this lake's guardian? I'm glad you asked! The guardian is a giant salmon that swims in the murky depths of Valerie Lake. It has been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for over a decade. Crap, I shouldn't have asked.
It's like you've thrown a log onto the maniac's fire.
Is it really that huge of a fish like you say?
You bet your last mirror it is, and I've been chasing the darn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes in different parts of Valeria Lake, and changes its feeding spots on a whim. I heard from a buddy of mine that it had appeared in these parts, so I came running from the royal city. Now that's what I call passion. I can completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get a hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay and such.
In your case, steal it is more accurate.
How about we get back to our story? So Lloyd, what happened when you came back from fishing that night? Oh, right. I had returned the boat and was on my way to the inn when I saw an odd couple out onto the road. Head out onto the road from the grounds behind the building.
Onto the road? In the middle of the night?
Yup, no doubt about it, and they headed out onto the new Ansel path. At first I thought they were a group of people visiting from the city heading back home. But it was way too late for something like that, and when I asked at the inn the next day, nobody knew a thing about it. Thought maybe I seen a couple of ghosts or something then.
Ghosts? There are ghosts that come out here?
Just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. They might have been lost souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them.
Ah! Don't tell me anymore!
Oh, brother! A bracer that's afraid of ghosts! The guild is doomed!
Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and other bizarre stuff.
No, isn't your being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold.
You better watch out because this little kitten bites!
Well, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did, in fact, seem to be one with a purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing.
What do you mean by that?
I only saw her from behind, so I couldn't say for sure. But it looked to me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform.
The Genus Royal Academy uniform that, what's-her-face, the Jot and Josette was wearing?
A school uniform? It couldn't be.
It wasn't one from the Genus Royal Academy, was it?
Wow, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha. My niece goes there as well, and it looked exactly the same as the one she wears. I see. This whole event just got a lot more interesting.
It's her! I know it's that lying tomboy for sure! We're finally onto her trail.
What? So she's an acquaintance of yours? Then while you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they'll regret later on. If my mind isn't failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight.
Is that true?
Yup. We'll meet back here in 2 days, is what the young man said. His tone seemed rather serious, so I couldn't help but think on it. Well, that's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information. Just leave the rest up to us. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already have. Oh, I see. That's a relief to hear. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that this is off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. Well, there's no time to lose. I'll leave you youngins to your work.
Man, I don't even measure up when it comes to that fishing nut.
He mentioned something about a fisherman's guild too. I wonder what kind of group that is.
So, how is this couple involved with the missing airliner incident, exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is. Well, in a nutshell, the couple that he was talking about, the girl, well, that's Josette. She's one of the Sky Bandits. And the other one, I'm pretty sure that's Kyle, which is her brother, which is the person that we saw back when we went to go get and find the airliner. I see. That seems to be the person in question, alright. Which means that tonight is the night, huh? Yeah. It looks like we should probably get a room just in case. We're going to be in for a late night tonight.
Alright, let's go and ask the receptionist about a room.
Will you be staying here with us tonight?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Hold on, Estelle. If there's anything that we haven't taken care of, we better do it now. I don't want to head back to Bose after we've gotten a room.
I guess you're right.
I think we're good.
Alright then. Please come with me. I'll show you to your room. This is where you will be staying. I will leave you here, so please relax until dinner is served.
This is quite a nice room. It has a certain atmosphere that you just don't find back in the city.
Yeah, it's great, huh? It wasn't that expensive either.
What to do now? How about we relax until it gets dark? What a nice idea.
I'd be more than happy to do just that. But is it really okay to take it easy?
Rest when you can. That's part of a brace's job too. This is our free time, so let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll, or something else.
Wow, what a picturesque view. The entire lake looks like it's glowing.
Too bad we can't see the royal city on the opposite shore because of the haze. But from here it's easy to tell that this is the biggest lake in the kingdom.
This lake is like a fisher's dream come true. I bet it'd be a blast to throw a line in those waters.
Then how about it? It might be a nice change of pace for you.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will. What are you going to do, Joshua?
Let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read, so maybe I'll just sit in that chair and relax.
How old are you again? Only geezers talk about sitting back and relaxing. Young boys are supposed to get out and move their bodies.
I'll leave that part to you.
Sometimes you can be such a drag. Oh well. I should hurry up and decide on a fishing spot. Somewhere around that pier. Looks like it might be a lucky spot for bites.
Alright, so I think now I can actually get a fishing rod. Wait, what did she say? Hold up. We can loan you one, so all you need to do is ask. Okay, well I did ask! I'm asking! I'm asking here, I'm asking! Give me one.
Yeah, this looks good. Definitely the best spot. Now let's see about casting.
Oh, okay.
Crap, I don't have a fishing pole. I wonder if somebody at the inn has a spare one.
Okay, so I guess now I actually go and ask. Bruh. I'm asking ya! I'm asking ya!
Do you have a fishing pole I could borrow?
Yes, of course we do. They're right over here, and they're free to use for anyone lodging here.
Wow, really? Score! This is a pretty nice rod to be loaning out to everyone. Alright then, I'll put it to good use.
Please enjoy yourself.
Yes, this looks good. Definitely the best spot. Now let's see about casting a few lines. Let's see, from this pier, which would be the best place to drop a line?
To the east where the shade reaches, I think? I don't know.
Right around here looks nice. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishes. Now, what should I do about bait?
Use a lure?
Alright, let's sit back and relax and see what we come up with.
I don't remember if there was any right or wrong to the fishing thing.
Sweet! I got a bite! Now this is the critical part. How should I bring it up?
Wait a bit before reeling it in.
Alright, let's see what we got.
Rainbow trout.
Now this is quite a catch. Let's see. What should I do now?
Oh, I guess I could just, like... let's go... Here. Okay, so, like, this is basically the fishing in this game, right? This is the only time we do any fishing. It's not, like, actual fishing, it's just, like, your choice, right? It's just dialogue options. This is not like the, this is not like in the other games, where it's actually like a minigame. Got smelt. I don't remember what we can really get here. So I'm just messing around with the dialogue options here. Imagine if I would have got the Lake Guardian. Alright. We're done here. We don't need to do any more.
Man, it's already starting to get dark. I guess I ended up with a pretty good catch after all. Check this out, Joshua! Look what I caught! Huh? Joshua? What's this? I wonder if Joshua just forgot this. For being so sharp, he sure can miss things sometimes. I guess I'll just have to take it to him myself. Then again, I wonder where he could have taken off to.
Joshua, where'd you go? Bro, you were supposed to be chilling with us.
So, you can hold your liquor, can't you? I think I changed my mind about you. Come on now, drink up. Hold on, Shara. Don't you think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves with this pace? It could interfere with tonight's... What are you whining about now? Come on and drink, you third-rate musician. Or are you saying that you can't keep up with me? Yikes! Estelle, don't just sit there and watch. Do something!
Sorry, bud. Once she gets started, there's no stopping her. But you don't have to worry. Shara never gets plastered.
Shouldn't you be worried about me?
Yeah, she never gets plastered. No, definitely not. Not Shara. Never that. Where did Joshua go?
Hey there, laddie. What are you doing whittling away the evening in a place like this?
Not much. How about yourself? Are you done fishing, or are you heading back into battle?
No, I've already had my fill. It sure has been a while since I did, though. Oh, that reminds me. You said you were going to read, but you ended up leaving your book on the table. You should be more careful with your stuff.
Oh, that? I actually finished reading it. My eyes were starting to feel a bit tired, so I thought I'd take a walk for a change.
Liar.
What?
You're hiding your feelings again, aren't you? I can tell that's what you're doing. And besides, that's not really fair. You always find a way to cheer me up when I'm feeling down. And while I may not be as reliable as Dad, I can still give you a shoulder to lean on.
Sorry.
It's times like these when you should say thank you and not apologize. You may be smart, Joshua, but sometimes you don't seem to know what's most important.
You're probably right. Thanks, Estelle.
Very good. Now that wasn't too bad, was it? Oh, right! And in return, how about you play me a song on your harmonica?
As you wish. Is The Whereabouts of Light good for you?
Yep, that's the one I wanted to hear.
I don't think a harmonica is that loud that Shara and Oliver can hear it from the inn. I'm just saying.
I wonder why it is that when I hear the sound of your harmonica in the evening light like this, it makes me want to cry.
So, you're still not going to ask about my past? I mean... Also, you gotta love how, like, the background music just is this. It's the same song that he was playing on the harmonica. I mean...
We promised, remember? You were going to tell me when you felt like it, and I wasn't going to ask, right? And considering that 5 years have passed, it doesn't seem like such a big deal anymore.
Yeah. It has been 5 years, hasn't it? How can you just live with me for that long and not have a million questions? That day your father came home with this beat-up kid, and you were like,
It's a boy?!
Some random stranger who never says a word about his past? Why'd you take him in like that? I mean, you say like that, but then also, I mean, she jumped on you. Literally, like, fucking was like, You, how dare you yell at me?
Well, it seemed like the obvious thing to do. Besides, you're family now, Joshua. And like I said before, I know you pretty well. You love books, you're a weapons geek, and you got a serious knack for just about anything that comes your way. You're kind and fair, but you've also got a way of not letting others inside by using politeness like a shield.
Now, wait a minute.
And you're caring, and lonely. Of course, I don't know everything about your past. If you want to make comparisons, I don't know a whole lot about Dad's past either. But it doesn't mean that he and I aren't family, right? Being a family for us has more to do with me knowing his personality, his habits, the food he likes. You know, the kind of things that only I would know firsthand. And you're no different, Joshua.
You make it nearly impossible to argue with you. You know that? It's been like that since the first time we met, and you gave me that flying kick to the gut as I was lying in bed. Wounded, might I add.
Did I really do that?
Yeah, injured, and all more than one. And all more than once.
I'm sure it was just a bit of childish play. Blame Dad for my lack of social graces.
Yeah, sure, nice excuse. But anyway, Estelle,
What?
let's make sure we solve this whole airliner mystery. I don't know if Dad's been captured or anything, but let's resolve this with our own hands.
Sure. That's exactly what I intend to do.
How about we head back to the inn? I'm sure supper is ready by now.
Great idea. I'm starving. We need to eat our fill so we're ready for tonight.
Alright, well, that's it for this episode, you guys. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I hope you all enjoyed. We will continue this in the next episode. So, have yourselves a good one. Like, comment, subscribe, do the thing, you know? And I will see you all then. Bye!